I'll start out by saying it's a great accomplishment for John. I'm really proud of him. He stepped up, and I think I'm more proud of 12 rebounds. But I'm proud of him. He's been very loyal to the program for a long time. I'm excited for him. As far as the game, I give a lot of credit to Maine. They're a great team, one of the best team in this league. And they didn't give up. They kept fighting. And you make 11 threes and you shoot 53%. The game's easy when you make shots. and we haven't seen that for a long time. And it was nice to see for once. But we need to get better. And we got to get better defensively. And we got to get better at the end of games, making better decisions. But I think we took another step in the right direction.
Questions for the players? John, how much does it mean to you to finally get over that hump and sort of be able to refocus on everything else?
I mean, it's a nice accomplishment. I really wasn't thinking about it too much, so it's gonna be easy to just move on. It's good we got the win today. That's probably the more important thing in this whole thing.
What was the difference in the second half? You only had 2 in the first half, 18 in the second.
Nothing really. I just tried to stay aggressive. Some of my shots weren't falling in the first half, and some of them started to fall in the second half. And that's just the way the game works. You have to try and keep your confidence up. That's what Coach always says, have confidence, have amazing confidence. That was on the board today. So we tried to, just keep going, keep grinding, and we know this is one of the best teams in the league. And you just have to keep going, keep getting better.
John, obviously you had to know what the number was in order to get the milestone. But did you keep a running tab as you were going throughout the game?
Oh no, I didn't really know.
Close, or
I wasn't sure.
So you didn't know on that pull-up 3 that was it?
No, I didn't actually.
To do it in that manner, was it at all meaningful for you?
It was just part of the game. Hopefully it was a crucial part of the game. I think they gave us a little boost, so that was nice. But I wasn't even sure where I was at or anything like that. So
24 points is pretty impressive, but 12 rebounds is pretty good too. Did you make more of an effort this game to rebound more consistently?
That's the emphasis every game, And today, I was really able to go out there and do that. So I don't think it was more of an effort. We had some tough practices the last couple of days. I think that really got us prepared for the battle that it was tonight. Because they're a big team, they're a good rebounding team. So I think we were prepared tonight. So.
Yeah. Pat, if I could ask you maybe to address the news that came out earlier this week about Jake O'Brien being lost for the remainder of the season. How difficult was that for this team to absorb, to lose a veteran like that and to kind of not let it phase them in a game like this?
It was more, we felt bad for Jake. We feel bad for Jake and what he's got to endure, not playing basketball and going through this 2-month surgery and 2-month rehab. We feel bad for Jake. But in our locker room, we say, all right, this is the hand we're dealt. Next guy's got to step up. This is another opportunity for somebody else. We got to stick together, and nobody feels sorry for us. Nobody's sending me a text message, hey, I'm really sorry, Jake. I'm playing. We're not going to play that hard tomorrow. Not happening, right? Some might be glad. Some might be glad. And these guys just got to step up. Everybody's got to step up, and that's what this kid, that's what Griff did, has been doing the last 3 games for us. So I feel bad for Jake, but our team's got to start coming together, and we got to pick up the slack.
On that note, ever since that Albany win where you guys had that tremendous comeback, it's been a bit of a struggle, and then finally learning that Jake's out. What does it mean to come into today's game knowing that Maine has won their last 8, they're playing really good basketball, and beat them the way that you guys were able to come out and do it?
It was just, so far our season's been a roller coaster, but, we just want to keep getting better every day. Our goal is just continue to get better. And our approach for Maine was just to go out and play as hard as we can. We know Maine's a great team. And our goal is just to, defend and rebound and work on us and getting better. And that's been our focus, despite, having some struggles on the road or whatever. We just keep trying to get better And like I said, Maine's a great opponent, and we're excited to play them. And they did a great job, but our focus is just continue to get better and play aggressive and play with confidence.
Does it feel good to have wins against Vermont and Maine, despite the fact that you sit 2 games back?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you know, every win in this league is crucial, and so every win feels great. And you know, it's more about just, you know, continuing to get better, you know, each day, and that's just our focus.
John, when you first came here, did you ever imagine you would wind up being a 2,000-point scorer, one of 2 in program history?
Nah, I couldn't even imagine all that. I was just, it's nice, but I had no idea. I was trying to play, you know.
I think the first basket ever would eventually lead to one that puts you over 2,000.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one day I'll look back on it like it's like an accomplishment, you know. But right now, I'm really just more happy that we got the win, and we just need to keep like focusing on getting better. Because I mean, we have good wins, and then we have let down. So I mean, we need to keep this going, keep the momentum going right now. And like Griff was saying, Coach saying, we always say we just got to keep getting better every day. And that's been a struggle so far this year, up and down. But hopefully we're gonna turn the corner. We're gonna keep grinding. And I think we're getting there, definitely.
It was brought up that you had 8 in Orono, and today 24 against these guys. What in your mind was the thing that maybe turned the tide for you against these guys?
I mean, I guess up there. I mean, that was the first game we playing without Jake and without Dom. Dom wasn't playing, so I mean, I feel like we had a little bit of a exactly. So I mean, it was a little bit of adjustment period. I think, and they're a great team, you know. So I don't know, you know. Sometimes it just works out for you, and sometimes it doesn't.
John, you didn't just break the 2,000-point mark today. You also now played more minutes in the Terrace uniforms than any other player. What does that mean to you after coming here 4 years ago and being behind all those seniors and upperclassmen and working to where you are now?
Honestly, I think I just want to thank God, you know, for me being healthy enough to do that, and fortunate enough to play all those minutes with all these great players that we've had over the years. So I mean, I just consider myself fortunate that I was able to play so much, you know, and with all the injuries we have, we really look back on it and not taking it for granted, like every day that you have in a Terry uniform, in a Boston University uniform. So yeah, I mean, we've dealt with a lot of injuries throughout my 4 years, and just being able to be on the court is a blessing, and I can only thank God for that.
Anything else for the players? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, John. Congratulations.
Is that over 15 minutes? Alright, I might want to pause before then. I'll maybe pause it now and then start again with Chambers because the YouTube doesn't go for 15.
And I guess you've got to be personally gratified by a number of things about this week, but what's the one that supersedes all others in your mind?
I'm just glad we came out and competed. You know, I just feel like for whatever reason we haven't played 40 minutes. And as a coach, gratifying is a strong word. I'm not happy giving up 78 points because all we did was defend and rebound for 2 days. We actually executed better than we did defending and rebound. So I'm happy for John. I'm glad that this milestone's in the rearview mirror. Now I can get back to playing with a clear head and hopefully continue this double-double that we've always thought we could do. But I was glad to see more guys step up. We need our freshmen. We need them. We need Dominic Morris. You know, great thing about Dominic, he's happy about the win. I'm sure he knows he had 12 points. He's in the locker room. He's furious at one defensive rebound. And to me, as a coach, that's great. That's great. And I just thought we had a lot of pieces. A lot of pieces were clicking. We haven't had that in a long time. And we finally came out on top. I think the last time was LaSalle. It was the last time we had 5 guys in double figures, and we lost that game at the end. So it was nice to finally close the door.
Speaking of rebounding, Maine had 15 offensive rebounds. That's a lot of second chance opportunities.
You're right. On the 3 dead ball, you're right. That kid Barnes is terrific. He's a really good player. And I told him, I said, you are terrific. I watched a lot of tape on him, and there's a guy who's paid his dues, who worked extremely hard. He's a senior, he's their leader, and he goes out and gets 26 and 10. And you might not have known it, really, because he just cleaned everything up, and he finishes, which is amazing. Finishes with his left, finishes with his right. He's a really good player. He might be player of the year right now in this league. That's how well he's playing for his team. He does every little thing for them.
Talk about your secondary scores. Your point guards today, 27 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. How much does that mean when those guys are sometimes timid and not taking the shots that you want them to take?
You know what? I think we put them in better situations. We changed our offense a little bit. Teams are playing off DJ now. And he's worked on his jump shot the last few days. Not like we've never told him not to shoot. We want him to shoot. And we put Matt in a better situation where we know he's going to get a shot, instead of just leaving him on the weak side and hoping that we see him wide open on the weak side. The game's a lot easier when you make shots. Now, I've said it before, if we can make shots, we're a pretty good team. And that's why I'll keep going back to defending and rebounding. We have to learn how to defend and rebound with freshmen and some of these transfers on the floor. We got to get better in that regard.
So how do you enjoy the win from tonight, but prepare to go on the road down to Stony Brook where you've had so much trouble on the road? How do you balance that?
You know, as a coach, it's hard. It's hard. I might go home, I hope my wife's awake, we got a glass of wine real quick, and then watch the film. That's what I'll do. But then I got to get ready for Stony Brook. And, we need to keep getting better. And the last couple of days, they competed. And it was nice to see. And that's what we need to do tomorrow, Thursday, going into Friday. Again, I'm happy for this team. I want them to be happy. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not happy. That's a big win for this team, big win for this program, for this youth on this team. That is awesome. Really proud for those guys. I'm proud for John Holland. His leadership was tremendous. It's great stuff. But we got to keep getting better.
Jake, after the rest of the year, Dom played 35, John played 39. Is at least going to be increased throughout the remainder of the season.
Until Travis gets back, I think that's what you're going to be looking at right there. 30-minute plus games. And we're lucky we have 2 days to prepare for Stony Brook. These guys might need a little rest to get some fresh legs. Pat Hazel hasn't played 32 minutes in a long time. Do you remember? I think he played 31 minutes one game this year. It's a lot of minutes. I think John's a thoroughbred. John could play another 20. I think DJ Irvin could too.
I think John has.
Wasn't there like a 4 overtime game? Stony Brook? Triple overtime? Was it 4? I think it was 4. Yeah.
4.
You're right. Good memory.
With that, Travis is still on timetable to be back against Albany potentially?
I hope so. He was really getting better, and he was really helping us. He was playing 20, 22 minutes there. He was doing a great job.
Coach, how concerned are you with the press break there at the end? Things got really sloppy.
They did, and something that we work on often, and maybe we need to work on it without DJ in the game, because when we work on it, usually DJ's in the game, and DJ doesn't normally foul out, so DJ hasn't been in foul trouble since the non-conference early on. Right? You guys used to ask me all about that. So we just, we play to win, and I looked at Darryl. I wasn't mad at Darryl. He was playing to win. I don't mind playing to win. I don't want to play to lose. So he missed the layup. All right, unlucky. But we got to cut harder. Got to run to our spots. We got to want the basketball. Just those little things. And if we can clean those things up, I think our end game situations will be a lot better. And they've gotten better. Trust me, they've gotten better.
That's just one kind of housekeeping thing.